Hi everyone, this is your Tampa Bay Realtor Lance Moore, and in this video, it isn't my goal to say that real estate agents know more than appraisers or appraisers know more than realtors. It's like in life. There's a lot of really good real estate agents and a lot of agents that don't really know a lot, and it's the same thing in the appraisal business. There's a lot of appraisers that are really good and know what they're doing, and there's a lot of appraisers that don't have a clue about things. So the reason why I'm doing this is because I want to point out how important it is if you're selling a home to have a real estate agent that really understands how to determine value. And, I just feel, and I think you will after I go over this right here, that this is just a really bad appraisal from an appraiser that doesn't know what they're doing and who is really far away. Now, I don't want to take anything against this appraiser personally. That's why I'm not really sharing their name and putting it out there. But at the end of the day, it is what it is, and this is a really horrific appraisal, and you're going to see why. So this is the appraisal report right here. And one thing you could see in the very, very top, it says basically basically active homes for sale from 367 to 450, and then there's 3 of them, and then 9 comparable homes for sale from 270 to 390. So what this is I have no dog in this fight. This is a friend of mine that's refinancing his home, and he needed to get an appraisal, and the lender sent it to me because they could see it was a bad appraisal and they want to fight it. So he went to me and said, hey, can you tell me what's going on here? And I knew exactly what was going on when I heard it came in low, because I figured they just got an appraiser that didn't know what the heck they were doing. So let me switch over to the MLS real quick and just share with you what I did. And this is really going to be eye-opening for a lot of people out there. And if there's any realtors that are watching this, I think a lot of you, this will be really eye-opening if this fits your area. So the subject property is 3,480 square feet. So what I did is I just did a real quick search. I went into our MLS. This is located in Tampa, in a city called New Tampa. This subdivision is Cross Creek. It's a relatively new subdivision. So I took all the active properties for sale and all the sold properties for sale, sold back 6 months. The subject property was 3,480 square feet. I went plus and minus 400 square feet. These are all the properties that pulled up. Now I'm going to zoom in a little bit, but let me describe this area, Cross Creek, right here. So if you could see, there's 3 sections where homes have sold. Now there's other sections in Cross Creek, but these are the 3 we're going to concentrate on. And if you go out here, the section right here where my mouse is right now, over to the left, there's 2 properties, and they were built. This was built by Southern Crafted, which is a really good higher level builder. These are both in gated communities. One thing you're going to see, I know it's going to be hard to see, you might have to blow up if you're watching this in YouTube, but this one right here sold for $379.9. This sold for $350. This sold for $390. This one right here is listed for $450. Okay, this is a really nice subdivision, 2 gated communities, larger lots, really good, really nice. The nicest in Cross Creek, without question. Right behind it would be this community where I am. Now you can see this sold as $349.9, and this is $325, with a home currently on the market at $394.9. Now don't pay any attention to the actives. I'm just going to illustrate a point with those. These are also on much larger lots. It's also a gated community. The finish out in these homes aren't quite as nice as they are over here. These Southern Crafted is this what I call a level 3 builder, more of a semi-type of custom builder, where down here these are a lot of MI, and these are your these would be basically your mid-level builder right here, and a mid-level finish out, which is why they're priced a little less, but bigger lots, gated community. Now over here, MI also built a lot over here, but this was sort of their entrance level homes right here. This would be the third nicest, and then down over here, these are just sort of dumpy homes that are all crammed on top of each other. But we're going to focus on these 3 right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to blow this up and sort of give you a cheat sheet so you can understand what I'm talking about. Now, if you look at this right here, let me zoom in out a little bit more. All right, if you could look right here, you could see the lot sizes right here where my mouse is, and over here where the MIs, and over here, they're large. And if you could just look right here across the street where these homes are, where my mouse is, you could see the lot sizes are a lot smaller. The problem is I knew what the issue is going to be. You could see it a little bit better now. You see how much bigger these lots are. So when builders build, it's important to understand. First off, it's in a gated community. This is not gated over here. The lots are smaller. When builders have bigger lots, they're going to build a better product line and overall, and they're going to build bigger homes because there's more profit in there. So you could tell by looking at the lots on who has the nicer homes. It's just a real quick way to cheat when you're looking at this. The problem is the appraiser was from South Hillsborough County in Valorico, an older area. They didn't understand any of this. They probably don't know anything about MI, even though they're a huge builder, or Southern Crafted, and they don't know anything about this subdivision or anything, and they just screwed the pooch on the appraisal. So again, you could see these were in the threes, these were in the threes. Now look over here when I put my mouse over here, 270, 320, and 288.7. So you could sort of tell the difference in prices and finish out just by what they're selling. So let's go over what ended up happening is the appraiser used two of them over in this less desirable section, and then he used one over here, this one right here, in where the subject property is. The subject property is this area in this commute section right here. There's a lot of different neighborhoods in here. So anyhow, let's go over to the appraisal. I want to show you something. So if you look at the appraisal right here, on the left is a subject property. On the right is comparable sale number 1 for 270, comparable sale number 2 for 288.7, and sale number 3 comparable for 249.9. Now the 249.9 is in this gentleman and his wife's section, in my friend's section. But there's a couple things, and I don't have my mouse, so sorry, I have to scroll without it. If you look at this, there's a couple things that are a little, I guess, disturbing on how the appraiser did some of these adjustments right here. So this is all okay, the site and the land and everything. I don't know, there's not really a problem with that. But if you go down here and look at some of these adjustments right here. All right, the subject property has a 3-car garage, and comparable number 1 and 2 have 2-car garages. Well, of course they have 2 because the lot's not big enough. You can't put 3-car garages in any of those homes right there. But he gave $10,000. That is a huge amount of money for an adjustment to give a 1-car garage, because you're sort of double tapping it anyhow, because even though it's not heated square footage, it is square footage under roof, which does have a value. If you were to go to a builder and buy a home in this price range, or let's just say even $350,000, and go from a 2-car garage and have them add a 3-car garage, if they have an option, the builder's probably not even charging you $10,000. That's how absurd that is. You know, most appraisers are going to be $3,500, maybe $4,000. So this is absurd. The other thing that, if you look at this, if you look at subject property number 1 and 2, they do not have pools. Subject property number 3 in his section does have a pool. This is just a standard pool. Probably right now, if I were to put a pool like this in, and it's not salt water, it's not Pebble Tech, it's you know, it's just a regular pool. And if I were to go put a pool in like that, it would probably cost in our area $35,000 to $40,000. They gave him for the pool and the screened enclosure $40,000. That's absurd. My lender looks at appraisers all the time, and even he said he couldn't believe he would do that. Generally, you're not even going to come close. That's like giving full value for the pool, which you just can't do. So, you know, of course the home came in low. He valued it at $300,000, which is a little absurd on this appraisal. I'm really surprised, and you could see if this was your home, I'm sure you'd probably be upset. But to give a pool that probably cost $35,000 or $40,000, $40,000 for the pool, it's absurd. And a 2-car garage, same thing, you know, $10,000 for each one. So the whole appraisal right here, I think what happened is he just did not understand the market. And this is why sellers, when you're hiring a real estate agent, it is very, very important to get someone who knows what the heck they're doing. Because if this was a purchase, and I've had situations like this with purchases, I've had to go back and appeal them. And I've won the appeal with the appraisal, and it's because I know what I'm talking about, and I provide very documented situations. And I go over it with screenshot videos. I type it out and everything. So it doesn't really make any difference where you're at in the United States. If you're going with a listing agent, if you're going to list your home, hire someone who knows what the heck they're doing. I mean, knowledge is power, and it could be the difference between you getting your home sold and you not getting your home sold, or what you get for your home. So this just illustrates it. I hope this helps. I hope you found some value. Let me know if you have any questions, or if you found this valuable. Give me a thumbs up if you like it. And again, I don't want to say anything. I know there's a lot of great appraisers out there. I run into great appraisers every day. I ran in one today, but there's also a lot of duds out there that really don't know what they're doing. And I think a lot of this is because when an appraiser goes and looks at a home, they're not like the producing real estate agents. We know the subdivisions, the lots, the builders, the finish out, everything. We look at tons of homes when we're showing buyers. When an appraiser does an appraisal, all they're really looking at is one home, the subject property. That's why when we go back over here, and I'm telling you all this, appraisers generally, not all of them, but I think a lot of them, they don't understand the value of the lot. They don't understand the finish out of the home and all the different communities and sections. And this is unfortunately the problem with a lot of appraisals, and this is unfortunate why a lot of homes don't hit their mark, and why you need to hire a real estate agent no matter where you live in the United States. Hire a real estate agent that knows what the heck they're doing. All right, have a great day. I wish you the best of luck. If you're in the Tampa Bay area selling your home, I'd love to interview for the job.